going on, guys? We're out here, we're doing some striped bass fishing, and if you know anything about striped bass fishing, we bleed all our fish, try and keep them high quality, but that does mean the boat and our hands get very messy, and something we keep on the boat at all times to help, you know, keep our hands clean is this MacKenzie's Fisherman hand scrub. I've used it for a very long time, since it started coming out, and I love it. They have some grit in there that helps get anything bad off. I get it under my nails get very dirty. Blood, fish guts, slime, you name it. At the end of every day, when I'm sitting in the shower, I take a glop of this, put it on my hands, scrub it nice and aggressive, takes everything off. So, MacKenzie's Fisherman hand scrub gets the job done. Oh my god,
What you got there, buddy?
Commercial keeper right there. Striped bass on the magic swimmer in the rips. Let's get it.
Heck yeah.
It's a schlob.
Oh mama. Zoo-wee mama.
not the normal fish you catch in the rips.
Bent the hooks.
Hold that one up, Bobby.
Here in the back.
I have no idea.
What you think, bud?
This is not what you catch at the rips usually. Well, we just got on a good drift with 4 keepers. So right away we want to put them in the ice, find a nice knife, and you want to bleed them because there's like so much in their blood that makes their meat just like not stay fresh for too long. See, I got in there, this membrane right here under the gill plate has their heart right behind it. I cut the artery and then it makes them start gushing. And also, I mean, it's more humane for these fish. You don't want them to suffocate to death. That's not cool. And also we want the freshest fish for our restaurants and our wholesalers that we sell to. At the end of the day, bleeding your fish, it's a must. Salt water and ice makes a super cold concoction called a slurry. And if you ever stuck your hand into a saltwater slurry, you don't want to keep your hand in there for long. But that's good for the fish because it keeps that meat nice and cool. We're out here maybe like 8 hours a day sometimes, 12 hours. All right, guys, we just finished off our limit. Caught 15 fish. That's what you're allowed, 35 inches and up. It was a quick day out on the water. We did not have to fish for long. Thank God for that. But every fish we caught was iced and bled immediately. So my hands are in a state of disgustingness that, you know, nobody wants. Thankfully, we brought some MacKenzie's hand scrub. It's a local brand. It's right out of New Hampshire. I love myself a local brand. It's made by fishermen for fishermen. And it gets this blood right off my hands. I'm probably gonna eat some jerky sticks in a second. And you know, I don't want extra blood flavor in there. I ruined the bottle because my hands are disgusting right now. But we're gonna take some MacKenzie's hand scrub and we're gonna get these things cleaned up. The stuff that stayed on my hand is the blood that like dried up over the course of the couple hours, like 1 or 2 hours that we were out here. And also, like, your hands get all ripped up from these bass's mouths. So in those grooves from like the ripping of your skin, the blood's gonna get under there and it's gonna stay there until you really scrub them and wash them with the right stuff. And MacKenzie's seems to be the perfect stuff for me. Like right here, you could see right on my thumb, it's like the skin is peeling up and there's blood stuck under there. So what this is gonna do is get under there and it's gonna rip all that nastiness out. Everything you don't want on your hands, it's gonna get out. Fish smell does not get out. There's a lot of iron in the blood and stuff, and if you ever had a bloody nose or like blood at all, you know, it just stinks like iron. Yeah, other stuff, you know, it'll mask the smell of fish, but it's really still there. It's like deodorant. Like, you know, you can't just put deodorant on and not take a shower. With MacKenzie's, Shut the f up, I'm trying to talk. With MacKenzie's, it actually gets rid of the smell and it gets rid of the nastiness on your hands instead of just masking it. We'll do a little drop, that's all you need. Little tiny drop like that. Put that down. We're gonna scrub, scrub, scrub. And you see all these little tiny orange pieces, your brown pieces? That's the walnut husk, and that's getting all inside of those little rivets and you know, spaces in your fingers that you really can't get with soap or anything else like that. And up on your wrist too. I mean, I get it bad on my wrist, up my arms. And you only need a little bit. Like that is spreading all on my arm, and I use that little tiny drop. We'll just reach over here. You also have a little water. Get it all done. Get it all up here. And look at that. Those look like baby hands.
What do they smell like?
It smells like lemon.
Does it smell like any fish?
No. Look, I'm gonna take a bite of my steak. I'll grab it. Yeah, I'll do a little one of these. Would I do that with fish smell on my hands? No. Look at my fingers. No more fish. MacKenzie's works great. Really needed this.